What's up, guys? It's John from Side Hustle Experiment. In today's video, we do live sourcing. A lot of people like that. Literally, we found, I think, 3 or 4 things. The last item we found is one that people would typically pass by, but would actually sell. It really took a lot of digging into the Keep It chart and looking at some other things to see that it actually does sell and it actually would be a good buy. It was just one clown on the listing doing something stupid. So there's that. There's another one too that was kind of on the fence, but you could see for yourself what you think. We also found some other good stuff. So yeah, if you're new here, I'm a 6-figure Amazon seller, do online arbitrage in my warehouse, do books. Let me know. I'm going to get to the computer, start that up. Please like the video. Please subscribe to the channel. Please share it with other people. I know a lot of people out there are struggling to find profitable products, and seeing a live sourcing video without all the BS. This isn't a sourcing video where I sit down, open the computer and be like, oh my God, I found something 100% ROI. I'm going to make $50 on. That's not that. This is actually live, and you will see based on the rocky start I got. And a lot of people probably start that way. So I kind of show you how I worked through that, trying to find a profitable storefront to stock and how I found it, how it was rocky, and how I knew when to pivot. So check that out. Let me know what you think. I hope you like it and find it helpful. And let's get into it. What's up, guys? So we're going to get started live sourcing. Before we get started, I just want to say these are leads that things that I would personally buy for my business based on my size and kind of what I like to buy and the kind of criteria I have set up for myself. I'm really looking for stuff that's about 30%, $3 profit. It just really depends on the item. And I'll do a lot of test buys. So if something's on the cusp, I might just buy 3 or 4 of them to kind of test it out. It just really depends. So the things we'll be using during this video, we'll be using SellerAMP, we'll be using Keepa, we'll be using this spreadsheet that's connected to my SellerAMP. If you want a free copy of this spreadsheet, there is a link below. This is basically what I use to track all my buys on SellerAMP. So all this information is feeded in. So I have the date I purchased it, the source, the order number, which I add later, the product. This is like the title pulled from Amazon, the ASIN, the source URL, which I have to add in. I'll show you how to do that. Amazon URL, how much I buy, yeah, so on and so forth, price per unit, total spent. This is a lot more information than you would probably need, but I like to see all this information. It's really for when I go back and am looking at items. If I sell through an item, I definitely like to know how many sellers are on it when I bought it. So if there were 13 when I bought it the first time, now all of a sudden there's 30 and it still looks good, I might wait it out a little bit because the seller count almost about tripled. So I have a feeling that means the price will go down. We'll also be using, hold on here, one sec, IP alert. So basically IP alert alerts you when a company typically files IP complaints against you. Basically the company will be telling Amazon, hey, I don't want John to sell this product for whatever reason, and Amazon views that as a negative. It's not good for your account health. You will have to, you try to get a hold of them, the rights owner, and kind of fight it. But usually you have to remove all the items and basically take a loss on it. And then that IP alert mark stays on your account health, I think for about 6 months. And that's just not good. If you get too many of those, Amazon could potentially suspend your account. So it's just better to have the heads up on this kind of stuff so you don't lose money and keep your account healthy as well. I love this tool. It's super helpful. If you want $30 off of it, there is a link below as well. So let's get started. I just have to turn something off real quick and then we'll get started. All right, so we are just going to start with a simple search of Ziploc bags. I usually do, I've never done this search before, so this should be interesting. Sometimes I like to start with like equate which is a Walmart brand, just because we know people who are buying that or probably also buying other stuff from Amazon, but someone was like, hey, can you do a video when you don't use that to start? So I just typed in Ziploc bags. I have a feeling we're gonna have to find probably a bundle, so we're gonna look through. Also, we're gonna be using Amazon Quick Viewer, which is kind of populating the information down here. That's a free plugin for Google Chrome. It shows you basically how many sellers are on the listing. You could upgrade for the version to see the keep it charts and stuff like that, but I don't. So you can see here, we're gonna be looking for a listing that has a couple FBA sellers on it, preferably not Amazon. Let's see. Okay, so let's go with this one. This one is somewhat of, the reason I picked this one is because there's 4 sellers on the listing. It looks like a bundle that was created, so there's a couple different sizes of Ziploc bags here. I'm not necessarily interested in this. I am just interested to see what else they sell, because if they are creating bundles like this, they're most likely doing online arbitrage, retail arbitrage, or potentially wholesale, which we're not looking for. That is one advantage of doing this. So for instance, this listing, a lot of these people have over 1,000 reviews, so that these people are probably wholesale. So we're actually going to skip this one. The price is super steady on this. So they are probably definitely buying it wholesale and just really keeping the price tight there, which is good for them. Let's see, what else? Ziploc. There's okay. So this one has 5. Let's see what's going on here. 6 count pack of 1. There's a 24 count. Jumbo Ziplocs. All right. So another one could be wholesale potentially. Probably should have done a little research here before hitting play, but it's kind of a good example of what not to be looking for here. All right, so let's pop over to, maybe we'll change the search term here. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do, Play-Doh. All right, let's try this now. All right, so let's see if Play-Doh, Amazon, FBA, 1 seller. So we're really looking for something like this. They have 9 sellers on it. The 4 classic pack. Let's open this one. Looks like there's a small. This is definitely going to be hard to get. Looks like $10. Sometimes. Let's see what kind of sellers are on here quick. A lot of other bigger sellers. Art of Trading. Let's open this guy up. Or lady. Alright. So basically this is reverse sourcing. Basically this SellerAMP allows you to load someone's store front, and they're showing you basically everything they're selling, the categories they're in. It looks like this person sells a lot of toys and games. So it allows you to really speed up the process because there's like a keep it chart here. So you could easily compare what is going on if you want to click into it. You have this buy box price, that's the price on Amazon. And then you have this price, which is the actual seller's cost or price that they're charging on Amazon. So if this was let's say this is $25 and this is $19, I probably would not click into that because obviously there's like a $6 price difference. Obviously, it depends on the listing, but that's just kind of a little high right there. The max cost, so based on the ROI that I have in place, I want 30% ROI, $3 profit. I also have $1.85 figured in for a prep center, so that's taking that into account as well. For this, let's just click on this and see what's going on. All right, so I always like to click on the 90-day to see what's going on. So I have a feeling a lot of people probably got on this listing. The 90-day is about $10 higher. So 24. So it looks like someone's probably, yeah, a lot of people got on this listing. Let's actually take a look quick so you can see what I'm talking about. Yeah, so basically what happened here, it was at a pretty good even price. You can see here by the Keepa graph, it was about $29.99, about $35-ish. And as all these people down here hopped on the listing, the price went way down dramatically. So that's just kind of super helpful with SellerAMP. I wouldn't even click into that product. I just kind of did that for example's sake to show you that that's most likely what happened. All right, so we could kind of load more here. Really not. Redemption. Let's see what's going on with this. All right, so we need to get this for 611. Oh, I'm not logged in. Hold on. All right, so you want to be logged into your Amazon account because it's going to show you whether you're eligible to sell the product. They're also going to show you here whether it's a meltable product, it has variations, if it's hazmat or dangerous goods. And you need to be logged in order for SellerAMP to be able to pull that information. And basically here you could see it loads in all the stats. Down here, hold on. These are all the sellers on the listing, okay? So it looks like there's 5 FBA and 3 fulfilled by merchant on this one. The sellers here, kind of big, except for this one right here, Art of Trading, and that's kind of the store we're in right now. So basically it breaks down everything here for us. And then down, I just rearranged my panel. It has the ROI for us here. And here we go. The maximum cost, this shows that my ROI is set correctly. And then for total fees, this is a breakdown of everything. So we have Amazon's going to take $2.67 as a referral fee and $3.96 for an FBA fee. My prep fee is $185. Inbound shipping for this item would be about 18 cents. I figure 40 cents, and you could adjust all this in your SellerAMP settings. And then you have the break-even sales price. So if it sold for $6.53, I would make my money back. And that's only because right now there's no price in here. And then what we could do is, if you click this button here, this will take you to Google to see if we could find this for a profit. We're looking to pay about $6 for this. Just for simple math and for this video, I'm going to pretend that I don't have that prep center cost in there. So we're just going to do minus $2, even though it's $1.85, just for the quick purposes of this video. It's just going to be easier to assume $2. All right, so as we said, we're looking for this for $6.11. So it looks like, what do we got here? Walmart, redemption. Let's see. So this is actually being sold by a third-party seller on Walmart, and I do not like to buy from third-party sellers on Walmart. It's just something I don't like to do. So we're going to just click out of that. Let's see what else we can find here. Yahtzee. This is a little bit of a harder way to do it, just kind of going in blind, and just looking up a random. Actually, I'm gonna. Sometimes I'll just kind of go through. Obviously, we came here for Play-Doh, toys and games. Let's see. Let's just click on a grocery real quick. Police. I've never heard of this. I tend to like to buy things that are on the higher end. Really looking for $20 and up. I really don't like to sell stuff any cheaper, just because it's kind of it's more prone to crash. It makes a lot of other people could buy it because it's a lower buy cost. So I just try to kind of stay away. You would see all these huge sellers are selling this. I really feel bad for this store because they are probably getting pretty hammered on this. So you know what? Let's just jump back out and we're gonna go to Harry's. So Harry's is, I know for a fact that these are arbitrageable, this brand. Even though I said we're going to start with Ziploc, and I just kind of wanted to go through with you guys. This is kind of how it works sometimes. You pick a brand and you don't really find anything. I mean, I might have went a little deeper and kind of looked around a little bit more, but for the purpose of this video, I want to keep it moving for you guys. But I just want to kind of also highlight that, you know what, it's okay to jump around if you're not finding what you want. So, all right. So Harry's, what do we got here? We got 2 bottles. The max we could pay for this is $11.74. The cost we need to get these for are $11.18. It looks like, based on SellerAMP, we might have looked at this product already. Let's see. That's today. So this is the actual history. So it looks like maybe my VA looked at this at one point or a couple times. All right, let's see if we could actually find it. You kind of wonder why we wouldn't have bought it, but it's another question for another day. All right. So we got the sculpting gel. It's 6.7 ounces. Remember, we need 2 of these. Looks like Target has it for $8.49. That's gonna be way too much money, right? Yeah, because we're looking for $8.74. Yeah, so that's gonna be way too much. All right. Looks like this is 5.1. Let's see what this is. If you have a Bed Bath & Beyond membership, you could take 20% off. I bet you that's kind of how this was figured out. No, this is a different cream. Interesting. Walmart has it for $8.49. That's not good. It's also possible that the price just went up on this. It looks like Bed Bath & Beyond. Is this the right one though? They might have updated their packaging, if I had a guess. That would be my guess on this. So $7.99. That would put us, even with 20% off, be minus $140. I don't think that works. 7.99 times 0.20 minus 7.99. No, that's definitely not going to work. So that's not going to work. So, but obviously, maybe we're onto something here. So let's see who else is on this listing. So we got, let's start with this store. All right. So again, I like to stay above $20, but for you guys, I'm just going to kind of just look at profitable items because most people probably aren't going to start there, but totally up to you. So right away, they're saying I need to get this for $1.38. I don't think I see that happening. Yeah, that's definitely not happening. Yeah, so I'm just going to skip right over that. See, that's another thing with like the lower price stuff. You have to get it for really, really cheap. And that could be extremely difficult. Let's see here. So Metamucil, let's see what the 90 day is. 90 day is 23. The current buy box is around 23. That's a good sign off the bat. A lot of sales here. This is just an estimate. This is not exact. All right. Let's see what we might be looking at here. Walmart, $23.99. I think this is the one. Obviously, that's what it is on Amazon. Selling for, I bet you at one point Amazon had this for cheaper now that a third-party seller is selling it. So we're going to abandon that. Actually, let's go back one more. Rite Aid. Ooh, let's see. All right, is this the same thing? So this is 30, this is $13.99. I don't think these match. Well, let's pull it up on Amazon real quick. 4-in-1 multi-health. I like to pull this out. These packaging might just be different. All right, let's see. Number 1 doctor recommended. I don't think these 4-in-1. Yeah, no, these aren't the same. So we're gonna skip along there. All right. Sponge Daddy. Walgreens Petroleum. I heard Walgreens is now filing IP complaints for their branded items, so we're gonna skip over that. Aveeno, 2. Count 8, no. Fan, no. So let's pick another store. All right, we're about 20 minutes into this video. Still haven't found anything. Haven't really found that good storefront yet. This isn't one of those videos where it's like, oh, I found this thing in 10 minutes. Oh my God. No, this is like usually how it goes for most people, even the most experienced people. If you're doing this, you know, it takes about a good, I don't know, 30, 40 minutes to kind of get in a groove, unless you're shopping a sale or like replenishing inventory or stuff like that. But if you're starting from scratch and don't necessarily have a storefront in mind, this is kind of how it will go. The best way to kind of speed along this process is to buy a like if you already have a item that you bought profitably, look at everyone else on the listing and see what they're selling. That is kind of a shortcut for this. But for this, we're starting brand new. And the reason we're doing that is because I feel like a lot of people probably are starting new as well. And I kind of want to make this as realistic as possible. All right, so Phillips family, I'm going to skip over that. This is super helpful because before, like not using SellerAMP, you'd have to literally go to this person's storefront, click on the link. I'll show you. So you'd actually have to go to this person's storefronts, see exactly what they're selling. I don't want to share their address. So if you go hit this, you would literally be looking at this. You could hover with the Keepa, and then you'd open another window and literally copy and paste this in or type in the title and see if you could mix or match it. So you can see SellerAMP saves you a ton of time. Yeah, there's a free trial in the link in the bio if you want to try it. So let's see. Ooh, what do we have here? All right. Watercolor palettes with bonus. All right, let's see what we got. $22.99. See, this is saying I can't sell this brand, so that's super helpful. So I'm gonna skip over this one, but I might, if I wanted to, copy this ASIN and go to Seller Central and try to add it to my catalog and get auto ungated, but I'm not gonna do that for this purpose. All right. So I kind of like this because it has a high ASP, average selling price. The buy box is 51. This person currently has it for 58, which is interesting. A lot of sellers might have jumped on this listing. It looks like the buy box changes have been going down lately, so I'm gonna guess a lot of people hopped on this. Let's see. Yeah, look at that. All these people jumped on this listing and really tanked the price. The price, yeah. Highs was 58. It's been on the decline since, already in the 40s. That is terrible. This actually could be a good listing to go through to see people. Obviously, this was kind of probably a good buy at one point. Let's see. But once everyone hopped on it, it became not a good buy. All right, so Crave Beauty. Actually, this could still be, well, it wouldn't be. All right, so it looks like they are selling this for 28, 1.52 ounces. Let's see, is this the same? Let's even see this, what we're looking for. So at $28, actually this is gonna be 26 for me because I have a prep center. So that would kind of be the cost, hypothetically. It's 152, Great Barrier Relief, all right. I don't know, X that away. Looks like they have a subscribe and save option. Now shipping to UK. I wonder if this is from the US. Great Beauty. It looks like it is. Oh yeah, 40 to US. Okay. So, for $28. All right, so in terms of this, I would say, I don't know, this is a pretty solid lead, to be honest with you. Let's just see. So let's just pretend. So, all right, so obviously what makes this not a good lead is that the price is going down and the seller count is going way up. Even though it's still profitable right at this second, I would come to imagine that this price is just going to keep going down. Another reason this is somewhat risky is because it's only been a listing for 153 days. So there's really you can't really see additional data. So you can't see if this is typical for this. You can see here though, it was $39.99. It looks like this person might have created the listing. And then somehow it just jacked up and it's on its way down. Yeah, this is one, honestly, I do think the price is definitely going to go down. And this would probably not be very good advice for most people. For me, I would probably buy this product, honestly, because it has $10 profit, and I would buy maybe 5 of these, just because I'd be probably, by the time it gets there, even if it did go down, I mean, I have $10 profit to play around with. It is going down, but it's kind of going down kind of slowly now as the offer count has creeped up. It doesn't seem, I don't know. I would think to myself, I could probably buy 5 or 6 of these, get away with it. It has a high volume, 63K. Looks like 56 is in there. Let's see too, the offers. Yeah, a lot of the people on the listing aren't really that deep in it. You can see people have 3, 1, 1, 1, 4, 3, 1, 1. So it's not like people are really deep on this. So I would probably, me personally, again, I would probably buy this. Again, really, really short on this one, just to kind of check it out to see how it will perform, knowing that it is a risky buy. So knowing that, hey, by the time I get this in, this price could be down to 40. All right. It looks like the break even here is $37.99. Another thing, if this was a more mature listing, I would kind of look at this and I'd be like, wow, like it's never been down to $37 in the whole history of the product. So I'd be like, wow, if the bottom, this is kind of the bottom, $39.99. So if it went down all the way to $39.99, I'd still be making like probably $2 on it. Let's see, $39.99. Yeah, about $2.34. Not what I want to be doing, but again, like knowing that this is a risky move, I feel like there's definitely some protection for me personally. Again, if you're new at this, I definitely would not buy this just because it's most likely going down and it will continue to go down. But for me, I do think I would be able to get in and out of this and still make money real quick. And it will be a point, so I would know, I would be doing this as a test to be like, okay, like I sent in 5, how quick did they sell? This way, if the price ever stabilizes back to 58, or maybe, who knows, maybe it stays at 49. Maybe this is the bottom. We don't know since it's still new. So like I said, I have $10.84 to play around with on the way down. It's not, I mean, I don't know. That's what I would do. But again, that's kind of just my advice. That's another thing we'd want to check. So much stuff to check. So you check the offers. It looks like about 79 of these sell every 30 days. This is everyone who has sold it. So you could see exactly what people are getting for it. So 49, it looks like this person is merchant fulfilling it. They're getting, it's like $51.95. This person's getting 52. That's prime. So you can kind of see that. And then you want to look at the buy box statistics, sort that from the newest. All right. It's definitely evenly spread out. So that is kind of good. This person has 36%. Yeah, but for the most part, it's pretty spread out and evenly shared. All right, and that's kind of would be like everything I would look at. So the reason I feel like this 90-day is actually high is because obviously it's a newer listing. But I don't know. For me, I would buy this one as a test, knowing that it could totally go down. So yeah, that's kind of what be my opinion on that. I would probably say not for, again, for the new people out there, this is what I wouldn't typically be buying. Like this would just strictly be a test to see if I could sell it and kind of look at that chart later on and be like, okay, I was right, I was wrong. More of just a test in general. All right. So this right here, all right, would be a good place. So I just move this here usually. I'm just going to save that because it might be a good idea, even though it's not the best fit of a lead. The people on this listing probably have some good stuff, but since I just found it from this store, I kind of want to see what else this store has. And this is definitely part of OA, is just having a ton of windows open and trying to keep track. Okay. So last thing on this, and then we'll move on. If I like this a lot, I probably would. So these are all my different spreadsheets. So this is for like my prep center. This is the VA. So if the VA has a lead, he clicks that. I have a buy sheet. So for this, we're using YouTube example sheet. I have an out of stock sheet. So hopefully, yes. So you see it pulled in all this information. So it looks like, so I would go and put Crave, I would buy it. The source URL I didn't drop in there because I totally forgot. So basically, if I put the source URL in there, You know what, let's just to make this quick. Oops. So if I were to redo this, you would go here, you drop in the source URL, all right? And then if you re-exported it, YouTube example. All right, now your URL is in there. And this is super awesome for, you know, if this did sell through, I would literally, all I have to do is go to the spreadsheet. I could drop in the ASIN or look for Creative Beauty, and the links are right there. I could click on it again, double check it, make sure it's still good. I could see, hey, when I first bought this, there are 19 sellers on it. What's the seller count now? Did it go up? And kind of estimated sales. So that would be that. All right. So again, do what you want with that, but that is kind of my opinion on it. A lot of people would say don't buy it because it's risky. And yes, it is very risky, but I feel like I could live with the risk based on that profit, potential profit. So another, I guess, way to look at it too is, if I were to buy 5 of them, right, I'm putting up $130. I mean, I feel like that's not a really high level risk. I mean, if these were like $40 or $50 each, that would be a different story. But for right now, I feel like now we're totally done with that product. Moving on. All right, let's see what we got here. Beard oil by Percy Nobleman. No available scent. All right. Let's check out the 90-day. I really like to look at the 90-day. Again, yeah, there's a big difference here. 21. Let's just take a look. Probably would pass on this normally, but I'm doing a YouTube video for you guys. I kind of want to show you. Okay, here you go. This is another great example of a lead that you should not jump on. Actually, this is actually better because it has a history. So what you could see is happening here is basically it was selling for 77. And then as more and more people got off or on the listing, it just really started to come down. This one is really aggressive. It literally went, let's see here. In June. Yeah, this is a much quicker one. So literally from June, it was in the 50s, and now it's 40. So you dropped $12 in about 6 weeks. That's pretty aggressive. Obviously, that is the trend here. It looks like 50-ish might be the price for this based on. I wonder what happened here. Either people lost track of it. It might have, but you can see here the review count is going up. So this is kind of interesting. All over the place. Offers. So they sold 33. Just curious what this might sell for or be sold for. Looks like it might be a QVC thing. I really don't want to dig too much into this just because it's not a good lead. So moving on. But that's a really good example of one that will definitely tank. A lot of people ask me, how do you know if a product will tank? This is a huge sign when this is going up and these, the price is going down. You tell these are both really, really steep. Over here on this one, not as steep. You can see it's not going all the way down. This one is going up quickly, all right? This one is kind of going down. It levels up, it goes up again. It kind of levels out. Even though it's going down, it's not like totally like all the way down like this one. There's a big difference there. And that's kind of the difference why I would test buy this one and not even attempt to even look at this one. Just a difference in those charts, all right? Let's see if I can make it. So that's a 3 month, 3 month, All right, definitely a lot different. Kind of, it does go all the way down, but now it's starting to come up again. Even though the seller account's increasing, it's kind of leveling off there again. Much different case here, constant going down and much quicker pace. Again, like I said, this is what I would do. I don't want everyone saying, oh, that's a terrible lead. That's what I would do. I would test buy it and see what happens. Buy about 5 of them, see how it goes. I do think I would be, knowing that I'd probably only be able to buy it once. I just would want to buy it once to see if it actually sells. And then I could see what the listing looks like. And then if I think it's, I mean, who knows, maybe it stops at that price. Just from the future, I would think it could continue to go down. But that's what my opinion. So don't do it. You do you. You don't have to do exactly what I do. All right, Origins, Flow Cream. All right, so we're about 40 minutes in here. So for me, I found about one. So that's like $100. What do we say we make here? Make about $10. So yeah, if I bought 5 of those, it's $50. All right, so $50 an hour already, or $50 in a half hour. All right, let's see what else we got here. So another thing, let's see here. So originals floats, it looks like 48. It's currently 42. This is saying 39. The 90-day is 52. Again, I think this is going to be another one that's probably a lot of people are getting on, and that it's tanking. Yeah, it's starting to. That's an interesting one. 51, 58. Yeah, I mean. $20. Let's see. 32, 33. Yeah, $33. Nah. Yeah, just that's not a good one. And that's why I really like this, because a lot of these I wouldn't even click into. Obviously, this one, I could just see it based on the 90-day. There's just a huge discrepancy here at $12. I could kind of make the assumption that just looking at this, like you just tell right here, it's going way down. This might be one to watch, put on a little watch spreadsheet, or I actually have a button here that you could use that says watch. So if I click watch on this, it's going to add it to kind of like a list in SellerAMP. And I could just look at that at a later date to see if the price holds. Maybe the price goes back up to the 90-day of 52. So, yeah. I mean, who knows? I'm just kind of curious. 30. This is 52. Yeah, I mean, if you could get this for 30 and the price went back to 52, I mean, 20%. Actually, again, I have the prep center, so we're going to do -2 here. I mean, 29%, not bad. Again, here, I mean, is it possible? Let's see. It looks like it's probably 45 is really the price for this, even though it's below that now. But based on the past, it looks like 45, 43 to 45 seems to be what the market typically pays, or that's the price kind of. All right, let's move it along. So now we're going to now that I kind of walk you through this kind of stuff, I'm going to kind of move this one. Not even curious. These are definitely probably oh yeah, these are from Halloween. So maybe in October this stuff did much better. Or maybe that was speculative buy. Who knows? Damn! Wow, refrigerator. Jesus, that was a big item. So I'm probably gonna get rid of this one. All right. So that was off of Harry's. So that was, I think, that one. This one I'm going to skip over because it's big. Sunnyside distribution, 404, that's on the bigger size. Let's see this one. Looks like N1, Colonel Seasling, Dr. Bronner's. Sometimes you could really tell by the brand as well. They're probably doing a wholesale, I would think. I know they sell these at Walmart, but it's really hard to, yeah, for a lot of these. 6-pack of Ranch. Yeah, so we're just gonna skip over that. All right, so for that, it looks like there's no more FBA sellers that we'd want to look at this store. So I'm gonna go get rid of this, get rid of this, get rid of this. I'm gonna go back to this because this is technically something that I would buy. So now it's time to see what other stuff people are selling on this. I'm actually going to open this up here so I can take a screenshot later for YouTube. All right. So SJ North Star Enterprise is the first one, 198 reviews. All right. We've definitely seen the Bog Bag in other videos, Bobby Brown. So it looks like this person does a lot of beauty personal care. Let's see. I'm actually going to go by category for this one. So usually, technically, I'm not 100% sure, but usually the first products you see are the ones that sell the fastest. So as you go down, you'll see the ranks go up. Not always 100%, but that's typically it. Maybelline, $14, $30. Laura Geller. I feel like I've seen this before. Or heard of it anyway. I can't sell it, so we're just going to skip over that. Laura Geller. So that's like super helpful now too, right? We kind of saw we can't sell this. So now we could just skip through all their stuff. Let's see, Clinique. I don't think I could sell. Can I sell this? Oh, I can. Okay. Looks like $26.37. Selling for $26.48 for the buy box. All right, let's see here. Actually, my bad. I wanted to go 90 day. 90 day is 25. All right, so that's not far off. Ooh, there's some deep people here. Wow. All right. Pretty. Let's see. Let's keep at 21. Seems that this will. Seems like pretty typical pattern for this. It goes to about 30-ish. A lot of people come on. It drops down to about like 21. As people come off, price goes up again, drops again, dropping, and now as it kind of stabilized, the price is going back up a little bit here. All right, let's see what we can find here. Just hit the Google button. All right, Clinique has this for $23 in stock. We need this for $12, so that's definitely not gonna work. Sephora 21, Ulta 23, Walmart, Belk 23. Let's make sure this is the same. 4.2 ounces. Yeah, 4.2 ounce. See shopping. It's like Kohl's, 4.2 ounce. So my guess for this is someone probably got this on sale or whatever. Because we're not going to find it anywhere close to $12, it doesn't seem. So we're going to just move along here. All right. Feel like this brand could be hit or miss lately. I'm gonna skip over them for the purpose of this video. Polymers. Let's see what we got here. We got 510 costs, which it's probably gonna be tough to get. So the buy box, the 90-day is similar to the current one. All right, let's see. Let's see. Walmart has it for $12.48. Sam's Club $19.98. I wonder if that's a 2-pack. Looks like $38.88. It's $38.88. Oh no, it's not even close. Yeah, so no, that's not gonna work. All right, let's see if we can find at least one more. So yeah, about 50 minutes in, we found one good product so far to buy. I do like our chances in the rest of this store or these storefronts just because, yeah, there could definitely be some good stuff here. Let's see what this is like. Too Faced Plump Lips last. All right, $20. We need to find it for. Sales price 36. Average 90 days 33. 180 is 36. I'm guessing more people are jumping on this listing. If I had to guess, let's take a look. Too Faced Plump Powder, blah blah blah. Lip gloss 2. Okay. Oh, people are actually on the way. Looks like 31. Jeez. Obviously, this sells a lot. Yeah, as the offer count is kind of going down here, the price is rebounding a little bit. All right. All right, let's see if we can find it. And we're looking for what? $20. Ulta 39. Too Faced Pretty Plump. I don't think that's correct. $39, $33. I'm not sure if this is it or not. I think it's this one. Too Faced 1.5 ounce. Yeah, I don't think that's it. Oh, it's definitely this one. Definitely not this Target one. Yeah, definitely not this Target one. All right, we're gonna move on from that. Get rid of this as well, and this. All right. All right, here we go. I know this Tree Hut stuff tends to be super popular. I already know that we need to get this for, I don't think they sell typically for around $7. I do have the Prep Center, kind of an extra $2 to play with, but typically, yeah, these are like $10. I think Walmart has them for like $7 sometimes. See, Walmart's definitely out of stock. $10.49. Target has for $7.99. Anyway, I skipped a step there. I should have looked at the 90-day first. So it's kind of online. Actually, all right, let's see what this chart looks like. Oops, that's not what I want to do. I want to hit the Amazon button. This packaging looks different. Could have been updated. Oops. I'm like losing focus here, guys. All right, so we got that. This is what we want to pull out. All righty. Whip, shape body, G 40 grams, 8.4 ounces. All right. These look the same. I'm really not going to go deep into the woods on this one. I mean, some things, if you didn't think they looked the same, you'd want to look at ingredients. See if they have ingredients here. Yeah, see, this one doesn't have it. But these look the same to me. All right. So let's assume they are. So $7.99. I'd really get this for $5.99. All right, so you'd be making $2 on this if you got it at $5.99, which I'd probably pay because that without the prep center fee. It's pretty interesting. Pretty steady. It's definitely up a little bit. Looks like it typically goes for like 14-ish. 17 is the average buy box. 90 day. Let's see. There's definitely a good bit of stock here. Let's see the offers. This one is one of those that's kind of on the cusp for me. I mean, 131, that's a decent amount of volume. This, I've definitely found this number to usually be higher, all right? Buy box statistics, it looks like someone, 46%, which someone, I don't know if I'd consider that like hogging the buy box since it's kind of spread out other than that. So let's see, the 90 day. Yeah, the 90-day buy box looks much better for the most part. All right. Yeah, I mean, to be honest, nothing stellar here. $2 profit at 16. Might be something I would test by just because if I could move a lot of these, which let's see how many people are in the listing here. 25. You also want to see how many they're getting here. So 34 are sold at 16.57. Kind of interested where the majority sells for here. Say the average is 18.23. So yeah, this is one of those that's kind of, I might test buy this just to see how it moves. So if the 90 day was 17 and you were able to get 17, you'd be making 238. Again, not the best product, but I don't know, it could be something to test. For example, if you could sell, I don't even know if you can move that much of it. But if you could sell like 20 of those, I mean, that's like $40. Or, yeah, $45 a month for one product is not bad. This should sell like pretty quickly. According to this, not terrible. I would probably test buy this one as well, just to see. Again, I know like that sounds crazy, and this is not what you see on Instagram, but there are people out there, and I've seen them source privately, that would be like, I would probably buy this and test it out. it's not always, you know, I mean, that's 39% ROI, even though it's only 238 on the money. Not bad though, if you could move a good bit of this. And you don't know how much you could move until you actually send it in. I know a lot of people might disagree, but again, this is what I would do for my business. I'd probably do like a 5-unit test buy on this just to see. If they all move, then I would kind of look back at this and see how many like if all 5 sold in one day, I'd be like, huh, interesting, right? That'd be a lot of units that you could potentially move per month. All right, let's see if we can find one more. So again, now this could be, you could move this over here to kind of check what other people are selling on that listing. Again, you probably, I don't know, maybe you do, maybe you don't, want to go through these storefronts because a bunch of people will be watching this video. Yeah, this is more just for like learning purposes for you guys. All right. Policy. Let's see what else. Clinique, jelly stick, cheeks. I mean, this is going to be another hard one to find here. Let's see what the 90-day is. 22. So this is definitely down. I'm just going to skip this now that we're going to kind of wrap this up for you guys. So we're already at 2 things that I would potentially test by. Again, for an hour, you might not think that is a lot, and it's not, but I am also going super slow for you guys, and we've looked at a couple listings for maybe like 10 or 15 minutes each to kind of break down everything that's going on there so you could figure that out. So I would say, I mean, probably if I was doing this at full speed, we'd find probably about another 2 at least. It just really depends on the stores you're looking at. I'm just trying to show you guys kind of the thought process and everything that's going on with the listing, just again to learn as a learning experience. Cat Von, let's see. Cat Von, lock and powder, 31. So this is actually up a little on the 90-day, 180 current. So sellers probably dropped off of this listing if I had to guess. Let's take a look at this guy. All right, so it looks like potentially we need to get this for $16. Actually, a little less because the prep center is figured into that cost. Let's take a look at this on Amazon. All right, let's see if the seller count dropped at all. It did. So you could see it was at its peak, it went down all the way down to 26, all right? And as people got off the listing, the price climbs up. And it looks like that happens quite often. So this is a great example of something, a product where you could catch a trend. So right now it's like down, and that's why I like to watch a lot of products as well, because this could be typical for this one right here. This one, we don't know where the bottom is just yet. So if the bottom is technically 52, and it's just because all these people are on it, eventually this is going to start to go down, just like this listing over here, just because that's how it works. And eventually this one will have a history like this one. But since it only has like 152 days or whatever, we don't really know what's going to happen. So for example, if this was that product before, and I saw, you know, it here or whatever, I would just be like, huh, interesting. The last time this happened, it was there, and everyone dropped off, and when people dropped off, the price went up again. So I might be able to catch this up again, right? We don't know for sure if it will go that way again, but for this one, it seems pretty consistent. It goes up, it goes down, it goes back up, goes back down, goes down more, but then coming back up, kind of going up. All right, so the 90-day average is about 31. All right, that's the current buy box. Let's see if we could find this now. Powder foundation 135 light. All right, let's take a look. 1680. Looks like Kohl's. Let's see. This, you gotta be super careful when it comes to the colors and stuff and sizes. I'm sorry, I think we need 135 light. That's annoying. They might not have it. Yeah. All right. So. Why nothing's. Come on, go away. I wonder if there's any, or maybe it goes. Oh, it looks like the number count goes up. All right. Let's see. See if this site has it. $22. Interesting. This has it going down. All right, 135 late sesame. Let's see if that is 135 light. I don't really see anything. It says sesame here. All right. So I have it for $22 right now. I get that for 20. Yeah, so that's not going to make a lot of sense. But I would assume that you'd be able to find this on sale somewhere, or there'd be like a coupon code or something like that, where you could get that price down about 10%-ish. Like I think Kohl's did have it on sale. I think it was like 17 or something. Let's see. So in this case, I mean, that sucks because what do we need this for? 17. So if it was 19 at Kohl's, that means it'd be like 17. So that would work. Yeah, that could work at 17, 20% for almost $4 since it's so light. Another thing you could do is you can see, oh, this goes down as well. That's super interesting. So you could do this. This is, if you're watching, if you're still watching, you're going to get a ton of value right now because, so one thing you could do is you could go to Amazon and we're going to search just for this broadly because obviously Kohl's has other shades of this. So maybe there's another shade that could be profitable. And maybe not. All right, so 28, 31. So that's the late 135, 150. Let's see what we even have here. 155, 200s, 210, 120, 225. I guess we could technically just put in the lights, like 150. $130. This is, so that does work a lot, especially if you're doing like apparel and stuff. Always check the different sizes. Looks like for this, 29, no, might not work for this, but that's a really good way to check to see, to turn a bad lead into a potentially profitable one. So it's not looking like that is going to work out. So let's keep looking. All right, so let's keep going. Again, we're trying to find one more here. I'm gonna jump off of this. Two-faced. Again, I tend to like the stuff that has a higher ASP because they're they're easier to source just because there's more wiggle room usually. Two-faced. Alta, it looks like it's out of stock. Maybe 44. Nah, I'll try to speed it up here. It's already an hour in. Again, guys, this is just kind of how it typically goes sometimes. It's not the most glamorous thing, but I would have probably a podcast on, maybe, or at least be listening to music. Sometimes with a podcast, I just can't concentrate enough on sourcing. They might have a bunch of good stuff, but for the purposes of this, I'm gonna hop out of here. So who stores this? SJ North Enterprises. Actually, yeah, we gotta get rid of this. All right, so who's up next? SJ North. Come on, we're gonna find one more. This person has no reviews. I'm gonna skip over them. Cat's Creations, 14. 14 could be kind of low, but I don't know. See, this person is probably a bookseller because they have 69 books. It usually shows you the category they have the most at the top. So instead of going through their store, I'm gonna actually just click on certain categories because I don't want to see books. Trying to find. I'm gonna keep going here. Let's see the Body Shop. And you could see, I mean, again, we've been in here about an hour, 10 minutes. It's starting to like kind of wear on me a little bit. And like, you got to be kind of in this situation. Maybe just get up, take a little break. You don't want to be like trying to push through and then buy a bunch of stuff just because you're tired and want to stop. So that's probably what I would do. I'd probably just take a quick little walk, clear my head a little bit, then sit back down. This I'm not liking either. And again, you'll see like I'm kind of going through these a little quicker because I do want to find something. And so depending on how much time you have too, can really depend. Right now, I want to find something like ASAP. I mean, I always want to find stuff quickly, but there's some stuff that just takes a little more time to go through. Thrive Cosmetics. I'm pretty sure these guys do IP complaints. What's up, guys? Just jumping in here on a separate video. Before we look at that next lead, please, 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 it is for informational purposes only. Thrive Cosmetics does file IP complaints, all right? And I did say that I think they do, and then when alert didn't come up, I was like, oh, that's interesting, maybe they changed. That is not the case, all right? I'm gonna show you why it's important to kind of know, too, what brands typically file IP complaints and what brands do not. If you think they file IP complaints, this is what you could do. All right. So you're gonna go Thrive Cosmetics. All right. And I'm gonna show you exactly how I figured this out. It was really bothering me. So you can see all these like little alarm bells on here. All right. So that usually means it is IP complaints. So when you click onto this, all right, let's see, hopefully this does pop up. Come on, computer. Why is it not popping up on this one? Interesting. I wonder. This is why. Some of these are tricky. Hold on. Let's pull up another one. People are making listings. The reason this is happening is people are making listings. All right, so this one is popping up. So what is the difference between these two? And this could be hard to spot, but this is what is going on. So IP alert is usually pulling from data. I don't really know what they're pulling, but what is going on here, if you go into the product details, you will see here the brand is Thrive Cosmetics. In this listing that you'll see in a second, when you go down to that, the brand is Eyeliner Inc. So some seller created this listing to get around Thrive Cosmetics from potentially filing an IP complaint against them. I would definitely not sell on that listing. I know at the end of the video I said I would probably test buy this item, and it is super valuable because what we go over about the buy box and averages, and we really had to dig deep to discover that it would be a good product to sell if there were no IP complaints. But I kind of just wanted to show you that quickly. That's a little workaround. If you know a brand usually does IP complaints, you could literally just type in the brand in Amazon, pull up another listing, and definitely check the data brand. So you just click on the data and product details, and then if the brand is the actual brand, yeah, it's probably gonna that's probably why. So just wanted to throw that out there. The next part is definitely worth watching because we definitely do dig a little bit, and it will definitely help you on other products. But just wanted to pop in here and kind of tell you what happened with Thrive Cosmetics, don't buy it, and kind of how I figured it out, and just to be on the lookout for stuff like that in the future. All right, guys, enjoy the rest of the video. Maybe not. Interesting. 43, 240. There's about 38. Interesting. So this is kind of an interesting one here because let's see. Hold on. So it looks like we already saw it's probably sold for like $22. All right. But so I'm gonna pay 20 for this. All right. So the 90-day is about $38 here. This is like one of those sneaky ones that could be good. So you'll see down here, there is basically two sellers right here that are selling for $32.73 and $31.05, and that is pulling into the SellerAMP. For whatever reason, that might be the lowest price, or I'm not really sure. But with that being said, it looks like the buy box, all right, is 35. All right, so now we're looking at 24% item, $4.82. Typical buy box is usually 38. So let's kind of see what's, and you can see that's kind of the case over here. It's steadily declining. Let's see. Yeah, it went all the way down to 31, but it typically is at around 34, all the way up to 40. It seems to hover in there. And the thing is here, I bet you this is all going to be the same seller. Yes. So all the same seller. Is that him or her? Yep, that's them. So this person's repricer is probably kind of following this idiot down. The reason I'm calling him an idiot is because there's no reason to bring the price down that way. The average 90-day is honestly 38, all right? Or it should at least be at 34. So this could be one of those that would make sense. So let's see, offers. So, wow, it's selling 353 per month. Pretty crazy. This person seems to be selling majority of it. They might be dominating the buy box, which could be a problem. Universal exports. They've only been on it 34 days. That's pretty crazy that they moved that much in 34 days. Jeez. Okay, let's see. All right, so they do have it 30% of the time. Next, beauty brands. Like for, I guess 2 people have it for about 47% of the time. But that, I don't know, that's a lot of left. There's still 100, let's see. If it does, let's just pretend it sells 464. I mean, there's still 220 left to be sold. And it seems those are being pretty evenly distributed in the buy box. All right. So let's see the buy box. We're looking at the buy box statistics. So you can see as of today, someone got it for 37, 35, 39. Oh, it was yesterday. Yesterday is 35. The 15th was 41. All right. So it almost looks like that guy isn't even getting the buy box. Over here, according to this, again, these are just kind of like estimates and stuff like that. But I think, let's see here. This is for 22. Let's see. Thrive, whatever, eyeliner Lauren Black. Any waterproof eyeliner. Oh, Lauren Black mats. You should never do this. I'm just going to assume this is the same since it's already been doing this about an hour and 20 minutes. So if that was the same, I would probably test buy this. I 100% would test buy this because, oh, even this. So the one person has it for, let's see, Sovereign Goods. Let's see if they're winning it. Oh, there's that guy, SJO Sales. But it looked like he sold it for $37.95, even though he has it for $31. That's super interesting. I definitely like this listing, to be honest, because I would definitely test on this just because I do think again, this is what I would do. This isn't the typical video where where most of it's planned out. Obviously, this was totally random. As you can see from the beginning of the video, it didn't really start off that hot with searching Ziploc or whatever else we searched, but eventually we got here. So yeah, 24% is nothing to sneeze at, especially with $4.82 profit. Pretty solid to me. And plus, I do think you're gonna get, let's see this offers here. This offers tab is gonna say the average is $39. I don't know. I'd probably send this in and list it for $37, and I have a repricer. I just kind of let the repricer go down to 20%. Your break even on this is $29.33. Let's see if we can find that. Let's see. So the lowest it looks like this ever has been is 33. Another reason to like this product here. Oh, take that back. Lowest is 31.05. That could be a little red flag since it's just been getting this price. But we kind of identified that that person obviously wants to get out of this listing. They only have 2 left. I don't know. Again, for me, I would test buy this. I'd probably buy, I don't know, 5 to 8, see what happens. I mean, I don't know if you could sell 20 of these, even at the $4. I mean, that's $80, or what was it, $4.80? So it's like $8,200 a month. So we're gonna end the video here. If you liked the video, if you found it helpful, please leave a comment. Please like the video. Please subscribe. Let me know what you found most helpful, or if you guys have any questions. Always happy to answer those, and I'll see you guys in the next video.